Hello, it is October. Apparently, it is Health Literacy Month. I don't know whether this is just in America, but I think it's important. And I mean, under the branch of health, there are many things. So I know here in the UK, it's like Depression Awareness Month and like Emotional Well-being Month. And I feel like that all comes under health literacy anyway. So I'm sticking by that. That's what this month is. So what I want to talk to you about today is the importance of sleep and recovery. So I bang on about this a lot as a PT because when we are exercising and pushing our bodies, you want to make sure that you rest and recover, and sleep is key. I'm always quite surprised, like the amount of people I talk to who are not getting enough sleep. And I know a lot of things, can play into this. You have young kids, babies especially, like that can't be helped if you're being woken up through the night because you're caring for like a young one. But here are some tips to help you get into a good routine with your sleep and really maximize that rest and recovery. Number one, getting into a good routine. So being consistent, and this means being a little bit strict with yourself, like having discipline. So that means trying to get to bed at a regular time and waking up at a regular time, and then being consistent with that. Because a lot of people, they'll be consistent and the sleep time and the wake time will be regular during the week, and then when they get to the weekend there's like a massive lie-in or staying up until 2 a.m. I could never. I'm at that age now where it gets to 10 p.m, doesn't matter where I am, I'm like, I need to go to sleep now. Anyway, getting into that regular routine, being consistent with it, it's going to help so much with you being able to get to sleep easier. It's because of that rhythm within us. I'm not going to try to say it because my accent just makes it sound really silly. But you know what I'm on about. Right, tip number 2, and this might not work for everybody. Number 2, not going to work for everybody. Relaxation, it's my accent again, and aids to help you get to sleep. So some people find certain scents, and again, it's it'll become psychological and cognitive. You will associate that smell with getting to sleep. So for me, it's lavender, and there's certain candles that I will light in my bedroom that will help me go to sleep because it's always been that scent. So I've got one of those mist things. Why I use my hands so much. And lavender comes out of that, the vapor, and then I've got the lavender oil, and I almost like I'm in The Exorcist, putting lavender oil on my pillow to help me go to bed. And then other things that can help, like wearing an eye mask. I have one that's silky on the inside, so it's keeping my face nice and cool, as well as blocking out light, because any sort of light is going to keep me up. I used to be able to detect when the motion sensor had gone off and the security light had come on outside. I would just wake up straight away. That was for other reasons as well, but getting back onto point. Other things, I'm not very good at sitting still, sorry. Other things that can help you get to sleep is a hot bath. And this is because as we go to sleep, our bodies cool down. And that's why they say try to keep your bedroom nice and cool. But a hack is having a hot bath or a hot shower, so you're already quite warm or I like cook myself like a lobster. And then like you're already cooling down when you get into bed, and it'll help you go drift off to sleep easier. Other things I like to do as well is like the lavender scented again. So like I've got this, I know it's like probably bullshit branding, whatever, Sleepworks lavender oil, like body oil that's supposed to help you go to sleep. I use that. Epsom salts, which I like to use anyway for like muscle soreness. Shoving loads of them in the bath. Not loads, like what is said on the back of the packet. And like an amalgamation of all of those things, keeping the bathroom like nice and dark, because you don't want to have too many like blue lights before you go to bed, and having like candles on, relaxing, unwinding, no phone, unwinding without technology, all the blue lights, and then going to a dark, cool bedroom where like the mood has been set and there's those familiar scents, and I know I'm going to bed. Just gonna start another one. So yeah, I guess that's going on to number 3 now. Like making your room ready like the bedroom is just for sleep and other things, but for the purpose of this video we'll say it's for sleep. So that means not doing your work in your bedroom, not watching TV in your bedroom, especially near bedtime, and just thinking like, this is my dark, cool room where I'm going to sleep and get my rest. And so yeah, things that I would do for that is keeping it cool. So I usually like crack a window, put all my blinds down, getting it nice and dark, and I even avoid putting the big light on. So mood lighting only coming up to bedtime, and that kind of like sets the tone and gets the room ready for bedtime. And it's psychological as well, isn't it, and cognitive. So your mind is like, yes, time for bed, and it'll start to unwind and get ready to go to sleep. And playing into this is, I think we're on to number 4 now, a digital detox. This is the only time I am okay with saying detox, because it's digital and nothing bullshitty or stupid. Digital detox is no digital techie blah blah near bedtime. And I, again, I'm like really surprised with how many people struggle with this, but every time I say this, at the back of my mind I'm like, happy, you also struggled with this, remember? Yeah, it's really hard because all of the things going on in our phones, it's addictive. We're like addicted to the dopamine. Anyway, getting distracted again, that is a whole different topic. But removing that distraction of your phone, the notifications, the blue light and all that will help you get to bed. So on my phone, it goes into sleep mode. So like that's a whole hour leading up to bedtime. It like drains all of the colour out of anything I go on. And then I actually don't find it enjoyable to go on anymore, because I can't tell what colours are going on in the photos or anything, and I'm like, what is this? So it's really helped me like get off my phone. And then sleep mode also means notifications will be silenced. So that's obviously going to get rid of the distractions that might keep you up leading up to bedtime. And then because I'm not going to use my phone for any notes, because being neurodivergent and like, I guess that makes you more creative, ideas pop into my head like as I'm getting ready for bed, or sometimes when I'm like nearly asleep. So I just find something, like just Post-its or something, and pop that next to my bed so I can just like quickly scribble stuff down if it pops into my head. I used to send myself a voice note. That didn't actually work for some reason. I couldn't play them back. Me and technology. So we've gone old school now and we're just scribbling stuff down.